Most people think they know how to travel smart. They've heard tips from blogs, friends, or online posts, and they plan their entire trip around those. But here's the truth. A lot of that advice is just plain wrong. These myths might be making your trip more expensive, more stressful, or even less enjoyable without you realizing it. This video breaks down 10 of the most common travel myths that people still believe, and we're here to set the record straight. If you want smoother travel days, better deals, and a more enjoyable time, keep watching. The goal here is simple: help you travel smarter, cheaper, and with fewer surprises. Let's count down the 10 biggest travel myths people fall for. 10. Booking flights early always gets you the cheapest fare. It's one of the oldest pieces of travel advice. Book early and save money. But this isn't always true. Airline pricing isn't fixed. It changes constantly based on demand, route popularity, time of day, and even browsing history. Booking 6 months in advance might seem safe, but it doesn't guarantee the lowest fare. In fact, tickets that far out can actually be more expensive. For most international flights, the best time to book is usually 2 to 3 months before your trip. For domestic flights, it's more like 6 to 8 weeks in advance. These windows are when airlines tend to release competitive fares after watching early demand. Waiting until the last minute or rushing too early both carry risks of paying more than you need to. Instead of guessing, use fare alert websites and apps like Skyscanner, Hopper, or Google Flights. These tools track price changes and let you know when to buy. Flying midweek, especially on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, also tends to be cheaper than weekends. If your travel dates are flexible, you'll have even more control over the price. Booking smart isn't just about being early. It's about watching the trends and using the right tools at the right time. 9. You need a ton of money to travel. Well, many people skip travel plans thinking it's only for the rich. But you don't need luxury hotels or first-class seats to have a meaningful trip. Budget travel is not only possible, it's often more rewarding. Consider staying in hostels, guest houses, or budget hotels instead of big-name resorts. Public transportation saves money and gives a better sense of local life. Cook some meals using local ingredients instead of dining out every time. And explore free activities like parks, beaches, street markets, and museums with free entry days. Planning your daily spending and sticking to a budget keeps everything under control. 8. Carrying cash is safer than using cards abroad. This myth keeps travelers nervous about foreign ATMs and card fees. While it's smart to have a bit of local currency when you arrive, carrying a large amount of cash is risky. Losing your wallet or getting pickpocketed means all that money is gone. Instead, bring a no foreign transaction fee debit or credit card. Many modern cards reimburse ATM fees and offer better exchange rates than airport currency counters. Always notify your bank about your travel dates so your card doesn't get blocked. Using cards also helps track spending easily, which is great for daily budgeting. 7. Public transport abroad is confusing and unsafe. A lot of travelers avoid buses and subways in foreign countries out of fear or confusion. But in most destinations, public transport is not only safe, it's the most budget-friendly way to move around. In places like Japan, Germany, and Thailand, trains and buses are clean, reliable, and incredibly affordable. Apps like Google Maps, Rome to Rio, and local transport apps help with routes and timing. Buying a daily or weekly pass often saves more than using single-trip tickets. Don't let the fear of the unknown push you into overpriced taxis or ride-hailing apps. Public transport works for locals every day. It's made to be used. 6 group tours are always cheaper than traveling independently. At first glance, group tours seem like they save you money. They bundle hotels, transport, meals, and guides into one neat package. But when you break down the daily cost, you might actually be paying more than you would by booking things yourself. Group tours often include extras you don't really need or want. The pace is fixed, and there's little flexibility. If you compare, you can often stay in similar hotels, use the same public transport, and eat better food for less money. Independent travel also gives you full control over your schedule. Do your own research, plan each day based on your pace, and you'll likely come out ahead in both money and experience. 5. You have to speak the local language to get around. Language barriers scare off a lot of would-be travelers. But thanks to technology and helpful locals, you don't need to be fluent to travel confidently. Apps like Google Translate work offline and can help you read menus, signs, and have simple conversations. Most people working in tourism know basic English. Simple gestures, a smile, and showing your destination on a map can take you a long way. Don't let fear of language stop you from visiting amazing places. Travelers around the world get by with just a few common words and a little patience. 4. Travel insurance is a waste of money. This myth only seems true until something goes wrong. Whether it's a missed flight, lost baggage, or a surprise illness, travel insurance can save you thousands. You don't need the most expensive coverage. Compare providers and choose a plan based on your trip type. For short trips, basic insurance that covers medical emergencies and trip cancellations is often enough. If you're carrying electronics or planning risky activities, add coverage as needed. It's a small daily cost that could prevent a huge financial problem later. Always read the policy to know what's included and what's not. 3. Hostels are only for backpackers and teenagers. This myth is seriously outdated. Modern hostels come in all shapes and styles, from party-friendly to quiet and cozy. Many offer private rooms with bathrooms, workspaces, and even family-friendly features. Hostels are not just for the young. They attract solo travelers, couples, and even business travelers. They're a great way to meet others and get local tips from staff. Prices are usually much lower than hotels, and some include breakfast or organized activities. If you're trying to keep daily costs low without sacrificing comfort or community, hostels are worth considering. 2. Traveling off-season means bad weather and nothing to do. A lot of travelers avoid the low season because they think it means closed attractions, terrible weather, and no fun. But traveling during shoulder or off-season often brings better deals, fewer crowds, and a more relaxed experience. For example, Europe in late fall or early spring is cooler, but still beautiful and open. Flights and accommodations are much cheaper, and you'll spend less time waiting in lines. In Southeast Asia, the rainy season usually means short, heavy bursts, not all-day storms, and prices drop dramatically. Do a little research about the specific destination. You might be surprised how enjoyable off-season travel can be. 1. You have to see all the top sites to make the trip worth it. This is probably the biggest myth of all. Many travelers rush from one major attraction to the next, thinking that's the only way to experience a place. But the most memorable parts of travel are often the unscheduled moments. Exploring side streets, sitting at a cafe, watching daily life go by, or visiting smaller museums and markets gives you a deeper sense of place. Packing every day with major landmarks leads to burnout and a blurred memory of everything you saw. Instead of trying to fit it all in, choose fewer spots and explore them slowly. You'll save money, skip the long lines, and come home with better stories. Travel gets better when you stop believing everything you hear. Myths about flights, money, transport, and schedules can make trips more stressful and expensive than they need to be. The truth is, smart travel doesn't come from following the crowd. It comes from understanding how things really work. If this helped clear up a few things, give the video a like. If you know someone planning a trip, share it with them. They'll thank you later. And if you want more travel tips that actually work, make sure to subscribe. There's always more to learn and smarter ways to explore the world. Thanks for watching and happy travels wherever you're headed next.